Well, hello, fellow horse racing gamers. Uh, I'm here doing my second Gallop Racer 2001 video. I'll be playing this beloved horse racing simulation game from 2001, of course. That it may be a niche game, but we play it even now in 2021. So this is how great this game is for people that love the sport. So I did previously start a new season, and I'll also be talking about current events in the sport, news, and opinions, that sort of thing. Let me go ahead and here and load the game. I don't expect to actually have a grade 1 winner anytime soon, since these are my starter horses. Let me see if I can get reacquainted with their record. So this one is still a maiden, cashing cart. And let's see, Shore Reel. Well, Shore Reel has won a race, 2 races. Grade 3, 1, 2, 4, actually 4 races, not bad. Well, I could have looked up there and saw the 4 races. I was just scrolling through here. So I guess our next goal is to win a grade 2 and build up money to buy better horses and eventually breed some champions. So let's go ahead and put these guys in a race. Okay. While I do that, just wanted to address the Malibu Stakes this past weekend, and a horse that I had not heard of before went ahead and just destroyed the competition, and that was with ease. He was just not even being handridden. He was just jogging out there. So that was great to see. Hopefully he's entered in some good races coming up soon. But what I've heard is that he's only raced 3 times this year, and next year the plan is to probably race him 4 times. So he's a very lightly raced racehorse, and I don't know if that has to do with fragility, or whether they just pamper the modern horse these days. But it would be great, to see him race a lot more. But that is what I hear, and possibly the Met Mile is what is going to be his next target. But anyway, very impressive in the Malibu Stakes. Very excited to see him. Excited to see him race Knicks Go. He could possibly become the top horse in the country. So here is Flightline's Malibu Stakes of 2021. Enjoy.
And they're off in the Run Happy Malibu. And Team Merchants is very quick away from there. Flightline wasn't that fast out of the gate, but he moves up effortlessly now to take the lead. Baby Yoda at the rail is close up, just a length off the leader. Then comes Stiletto Boy in 4th, 3 lengths off the pace. Dr. Shivel hustled up, 1 from the outside. Triple Tap is next with 4 lengths to make up, and Timeless Bounty is at the back of the field. It's Flightline who passes the half-mile pole in hand by a half length. Baby Yoda, Team Merchant side by side. Stiletto Boy is in 4th. Dr. Shivel, Red Silks, 4 off the pace. A length and a half more back to Triple Tap, and at the back of the field, it's Timeless Bounty. Flightline sailing away, coming to the quarter pole, opening up a length and a half on Team Merchants. Baby Yoda trying to get off the rail. In behind them, Dr. Shivel. Triple Tap is last as Flightline turns it on at the top of the stretch, and he's in cruise control. Flightline, a superstar, is dominating the Run Happy Malibu, and he's going to turn this into his easiest win yet. Flightline, jogging home under Flavian Pratt, wins by a distance. Baby Yoda second, Stiletto Boy, and then Triple Tap. The running time, 1.
Impressive. That's stride. I mean, that's all you need to see. All right, cashing carts, 7 to 12 furlongs. Versatile on turf and dirt. And she's my maiden filly here. Well, first of all, yeah, they're both yellow. I'm going to get them to green and now put them in a race. All right, let's see, 7 to 12 furlongs. Well, better on turf. Okay, better on turf. So we're just going to go ahead and put her in this race. 111 pounds. She hasn't won a race, so she should get a break. And next up, Sure Real. And this is my filly who has won 4 races. She's my great hope in getting some money. Turf and 5 to 8 furlongs. So she's definitely a sprinter. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. She's won grade 3, so let's see. I'm still aiming for that grade 2. Not ready for the Princess Stakes. Well, it's out of her distance too. Let's see. I could put her in the Alexandria Stakes or the Swan Stakes. So we're going to aim for the Swan Stakes. Let's see what happens with that. I'm going to go ahead and also change. I don't think I can change the settings here. There's a way to have the music play out, but apparently it's not. And I'd have to get out of the save file to change that setting. So I'll just continue playing like this. One thing for sure is that I'm glad it's not a Flightline is not a Baffert horse. Not because I dislike Baffert, but I'd like to see other trainers get a shot at glory. And I believe Flightline's trainer is John Sadler. So good to see him get the spotlight there with this horse. All right, so I'm the favorite with Cashing Cart, and let's get this race started.
Ready? Oh, what a rocket start!
Usually when I get a rocket start, I'm very well aware that I may need to pull back a little bit just to not compromise my horse with going too fast. So now I've settled into a blue triangle here. so that's good. I did have to tap twice backwards to take a hold of my horse. For those that are getting into this game, a good tip is to look at your distance, and I usually make a run depending on the pace at around 2.5 furlongs left.
The turning point is just around the corner. Two furlongs to go. Beat the house.
Now, once I'm comfortably ahead, I like not to overdo the whipping on my horse here. Just hand ride him to the finish, hand ride her to the finish line.
Yeah, you're the winner.
So my horse, she finally broke her maiden. That was a nice win. And the ride was, an AA ride, so pat on the back. So, yes, I'm glad that she can finally get that one win there. So time to move her up to grade 3. Let's see her growth curve. So, she's supposed to be getting, or he is supposed to be getting increasingly better. He has one of those long growth curves. So I'll try to find him another race. Let's see. A grade 3 between 7 and 12 furlongs. A grade 3 between 7 and 12 furlongs. Okay, well, that's this one. Is there something around here? No, I could put him in that one too. He has one race left. I could afford to put him in here. He'll probably get a break in the weights too. Alright, so I'm finishing off the year here. It's October, 4th week of October, and I guess the race would be first week of November. Another thing I wanted to mention, which is a bit of sad news, but the great Seattle Slew had an amazing trainer to guide him through the early part of his career, including the Triple Crown. His name is Billy Turner, and I just saw news that Billy is suffering with cancer, and he's pretty much in hospice care right now. And he has a GoFundMe to deal with the hospice care expenses and end-of-life care, pretty much. And I'll post the GoFundMe link in the description, or however which way I can. But I thought I'd send him some funds out of respect, for the memories that he has given us. Partnered with Slew and with many other horses that he trained. So here's to Billy Turner, and may he make every moment count from here on out. So I have Sure Real. She's the one that has won 4 races. Now I put her in a grade 2, so my odds are pretty high here. Night Magic, I'll have to keep an eye on her. On him. But let's see what happens. Night Magic. So, Black Silks, that's what I need to watch out for. She's right next to me in the starting gate, so that it won't be hard to keep track of Night Magic.
Ready? Checkpoint.
Now here's a technique that I use, and I didn't do it successfully there. I let Night Magic come out. But my horse is responding and should still produce the victory here. But in retrospect, I would have pulled the trigger a little bit sooner. Night Magic faded, though. And got it. So
You're the winner.
my first grade 2 victory in this new saved game. So at 22-1, I believe, Sure Real definitely proved the bettors wrong here. Great victory. And her rank goes up, so that's also great to see. So Sure Real has 2 more races that she's capable of before the end of the year. So I'll see if I can put her in one more. I don't know if I should get greedy with grade 2s, but if she can run in one and have a good shot, why not? I'm always of the opinion that in real horse racing, and in the game, I suppose, if a horse has the ability, why not give them a shot at glory? I don't like shying away from a challenge. So Montreal Stakes, I could try for a grade 1 too. Speaking of not shying away from challenges, I could try the Mile Championship, but I'll give her one more grade 2. I don't think she's ready yet. I think this is as far as she's going to go. Perhaps I should give her a shot at that grade 1. Yeah, I'll do that. A grade 1 with a turf rating of 77. Maybe pushing it a lot, but if I'm going to retire her, I'd like her to at least have a shot at it. Five out of 8 races where she won. She deserves it. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Caching cart. Okay, so this is Caching Cart, who just broke his maiden last time out, and let's see if he can replicate the, another victory here.
Ready?
Now, here's a tip for novices in this game. Usually, instead of tugging back on the reins, tapping back twice, I try to get my horse right behind another horse that has slowed down on the lead or near the lead, and that way, my assumption is I'm not expending the energy of the horse. They can relax a little bit and stay within that blue triangle. Now it's a slow pace, so I don't want to be too far back. Spot open here, and I'm gonna make my moves sooner, like around 2.8 perhaps, or when I see horses start going. 2.8. This one's trying to make his run now. And I'm not gonna make it this time. I'm not gonna kill the horse. Just hand ride him to the finish line. And he's up. I say I'm not gonna kill the horse, and it's just a game, but it does. I do have to say it does bother me to whip a digital horse, nonetheless, needlessly. So I'll do little things like that while I'm playing the game, where if the horse is winning easily, I'll just hand ride the horse to the finish line. It's just I usually play games the way I would do things in real life. Well, Caching Cart might need to spend a little bit more time in the open company. Or I can give him another shot at a grade 3, but we'll see. And here's my sure real better horse here. I am not the longest shot on the board, but Perinia strikes fear in my heart. Perinia, whenever she's in a race, is one great miler and sprinter, so I could hope for second, unless something happens where Perinia finds herself behind a wall of horses. So
Now for the introduction of
let's
the
see.
horses competing for this race.
I believe Perinia has like a green silks with like white stars or diamonds on it. I'm gonna go show you what Perinia looks like, but she is quite formidable. There she goes. If I ever find her in the shop, I'm definitely gonna get her.
Ready? Oh, what a rocket start!
Well, that'll help. So I had to hold back a little. I was going too fast there.
Checkpoint!
And there's Perinia to my right here. And there's no way that I could try to use some race tactics on her. There is no catching her. And I could possibly get third. But as you can see, Perinia is like 5 lengths ahead of the second place finisher. Fourth in a grade 1. Not bad. Not a bad showing by shore reel. But I knew going in that it was going to be, you know, quite the challenge. And, you know, we were looking at second, third place. Fourth, you know, can't falter. She did her best. So cashing cart is maybe I can get shore reel into one more race. Maybe she can go out with a victory. In a grade 2 race, let's see what happens if we can get one. 5 to 8 furlongs. Well, what do you know? And we'll put her in a filly race. That'll increase her odds. And after this, I'll go ahead and retire her. $35 to 1. So now I am the longest shot on the board. But Perinia is not in the race, so that gives me some hope. While they're doing the post parade, one thing I was thinking about today too was that I don't know if this has changed because of the venue, but the Breeders' Cup is just too expensive to attend these days. Now, the last time I went was when I lived in New York, and I was able to go to Belmont Park when they had the Breeders' Cup in 1995 in particular, when Cigar won the Classic. And I would just get in with my brother, I remember, for $5 admission, and we wouldn't get a reserved seat. You know, I was 18 and my brother was 14, and my dad would drop us off, and you know, we didn't care for. I mean, I think I could bet, but we just went because we loved racing, and betting was not even on our radar. We just wanted to see Cigar and all the rest of the big names on that day.
Ready?
But we got in with $5 a piece, and we brought in a foldable chair that we used to sit down between races, so we didn't need a reserved seat. And then when the race was on, we would stand on the chair, 1 foot each, and that's how we would go to the Breeders' Cup, and it was fairly inexpensive. And I'm wondering if, like, with venues today, whether they allow that, or was it just a unique experience with Belmont Park? Because I would love to do that again. And Shore Reel is going to get beaten again. I'll just easy rider her now. So she didn't go out on top, but she definitely, had a good career for me. And it's probably time to retire her. Yeah, I didn't expect to be on this board. And money-wise, I'm at the bottom, of course. 14. Wow. So I won't be seeing my name up there anytime soon. Here we see all the horses that will pretty much kick my butt next year, this upcoming year. But maybe not. I'll give it a try. So we'll leave this next year for the next session. I wish you all happy racing. Keep on enjoying these great horse racing games that your fellow gamers will have no clue about. But we love our sport, and we love our sports games. So all of you, have a good evening.